106.7 FM, KWSS, local music from Ethan 103 off their album Zero. Last track on the album, War Machine is what it is, and I recognize the drumming out there. Shoei was on the show last week, and there he is. He's one of his bands that he's in right locally on out here in Phoenix. And we got some great local music, great local artists, and that's where we're at right now at Club Red, where we're located 101 and University for R.E.I.G.N Revolution. R.E.I.G.N Revolution.com is the website, and it's going on tonight, starting up in a few, and then they got artists setting up all their stuff all over the walls, and it's going to be a good night. I know it is. We've got some live music coming up, too. So we're going to welcome in our first guest from one of the artists, and Kelly Birg is her name. What's going on, Kelly? How you doing?
Oh, I'm great. How are you, Kevin?
I am doing excellent. I was just looking at some of your art that you got set up. It's really cool. I like it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. What's your medium you use?
You know, I use a lot of acrylic paint, but I also like to mix the media and use enlarged photographs and paint over those photographs on map board. Also use a lot of pastels and trimmed photographs, colored pencil, and Scotch tape. It really, like, the Scotch tape really kind of gives it that three-dimensional effect.
Right.
And the material, that kind of slippery material, allows, it kind of, not adheres, but it holds the pastel in such a way.
All right.
It's very interesting.
It sounds interesting. I'm looking at what you said just alone, and from what you're putting together on your art, it sounds like, is this something where, has it been done before, or are you just kind of throwing some stuff in and see if it works? If it does, you'll stick with it. If not, you just move on to something else.
Yeah, I love to experiment. In fact, one of my pieces, it's called Detroit Purple. I was going in a completely different direction. I had, my plans for the painting the piece was completely, it just changed. It was originally just going to be a simplistic, abstract piece. And it got so messy from all of the pastel that I had to use Scotch tape. And I was like, oh my God, that looks really, really cool. So I just kind of went with it, and I've been using it ever since.
That's interesting. Now using a lot of different techniques, I guess, for your art, kind of puts you apart from other artists who pretty much, if you're a pastel, if you're an oil, I mean, that's pretty much all you stick with. So what did you start off with?
I started off with acrylic paint. I actually started when I was about 13 years old, and then I got into a bunch of art classes in high school. And the cool thing with our high school was that the teachers, they were so supportive. Number one, they were amazing instructors. They taught us to use, acrylics and charcoal and pastels. But they also gave us the freedom to mix the media. And that's actually where I had observed some of my colleagues in class. They would take duct tape and paste it on the canvas, and they would paint over it.
Right.
That's where I got, that's where I got the idea of painting with the duct tape. But yeah, I started out a lot with just, using one form, but then, just kind of mixing the media.
Right on. So now you said Detroit, so you're in Michigan?
Yes.
All right, right on. And was there a lot of art out of Michigan, or was there any kind of influence out there? I mean, being 13, what was your motivation to get into art?
Honestly, being, I always had an interest in art. And I think, like, my dad's side of the family, they were really artistic, and I'd done little cartoons and everything like that, but I was in art class, and I don't know, I just kind of let my hand do the work. I just I got in my zone.
Right.
That was really where.
At 13, what were you drawing at 13?
Well, I was actually painting. I was painting still lifes in class, and that's my teacher at the time was really, encouraging me. And she's like, you know what, you can skip the remedial class. You can skip the remedial class when you get to high school. You can just go right into drawing and painting, which was
right.
like the more advanced. So it was, a lot of still lifes and at that time.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of fruit.
Yes.
So you also went out overseas. I see you went to London and did some painting out there and studying out there.
Yeah, that was awesome. I did a lot of still lifes, or I'm sorry, not still lifes, but live models. There's a lot of
was that charcoal, or what were you using?
A lot of pastels, actually.
Pastels?
Yeah, it was interesting because the way they were teaching you to draw, it was a very very kind of different process. Where, as here, they told you how to map each each point and really construct the human form.
Right.
Whereas out there, they told you to never take your eye off that. Never take your eye off the piece and draw as slow as you can. I couldn't handle it.
You mean keep your eyes off the model?
Yeah, don't take your eyes off the model and just draw as slow as you can. I couldn't take it, so I was just like, I'm just going to do this and
gonna go my own way.
Yeah,
thank you, but no thanks.
Right.
Nice, very cool.
It was awesome though, for sure.
Right on. Now, do you have, when you're doing your pieces, is there any kind of like setup you do at home? Do you have music playing? Is there something, do you put yourself in the mood for it? Is there anything you do to set you up?
Absolutely. I just put my drawing board, on my easel, and I love, being from Detroit, I'm really into minimal techno, like Plastic Man, the DJ Plastic Man, and Steve Bug. He's actually from Berlin, but I really love that deep beat. It just puts me in my zone. And my poor cat, I feel bad for him. He doesn't like it, but
he'll get over it.
Right.
Nice.
But yeah, so it really just puts me in my zone and got my little space, so it's pretty cool. Right
on. Well, you're very cool. Right. Well, is there a place people could find you online and see your stuff there, or do you just come here and see it here at Club Red?
Actually, they can find me. My website it's up and, it's not up and running yet.
Okay.
But they will be able to eventually find me on www.kellybirg.com, which is just KELLYBIRG.com.
Right on.
Yeah.
All right. Well, very cool. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you, Kevin, very much.
All right. You got it. Good luck tonight.
Thank you so much.
All right. Cool.
Bye.
All right. That's one artist. We got another one coming up as well. We're broadcasting live at Club Red on the corner of Price and University, right off the 101 here in Tempe. It's Rain Revolution, R.E.I.G.N. Revolution.com is the website. It's going on all night long, and we'll bring some more artists on the show. And in the meantime, we'll play some tunes. How about that? It's OK Go. This too shall pass on Independent Radio, 106.7 FM, and you're driving with gas.